Morning traders, Paul here with GammaEdge. Today is Friday, the 28th of October. Let's get started. Pause your players here, please. Read to the bottom. If you agree, hit that play button. Taking a look at the overall summary for today, the short-term signal has turned off and moved to cash. The intermediate signal has turned off, and the long-term signal is transitioning long, which is good, but we are guarded. It'll take several days to confirm. Paper trades, of course, nothing here is a recommendation to buy or sell any security. The positive gamma level has dropped to 3,900 overnight. You will see that the 39 and 3950 lines are very, very close in magnitude, and we did lose 4,100, so be aware of that. We did see some calls get closed up there as the speculators either rolled down or have moved on. Minus X remains at 3,600. So when we see this dropping of the positive gamma exposure level and a maintaining level of the minus X, we see that as short-term bearish as people are getting a little more realistic and they're positioning better. But on the flip side, we like to see calls go out and up, and we're not seeing that. Now, this being said, Monday is the JPM roll, and it's also the end of month, and so we could see the speculators getting a little more realistic on the next 2 days. So maybe this is a short-term push upward. In context of Delta-Moneyness, we're seeing a mixed picture. The SPX and SPY are both in the money call dominated, and because the SPY is equity settled, we may see some downward pressure there. Contrasting, the Qs are dominant on the put side, and when we see something like that, we could actually see the Qs and technology start to move up. So just be aware of this push-pull that's going on, hence the mixed nature of the markets. Cumulative tick, we've had several days on the short-term uptrend, which is now starting to flip all of the other models around. Long-term trend, as I said, we've got a decreasing because where the bolded CT is below that line. We'll start pulling it down, and you can also see that the shortest term moving average has a positive slope for the long term. The intermediate term is off and the short term is in cash short. What we're looking for here, folks, is we're looking for a reversal off the open or some sort of reversal during the day to give us confidence and then pull above the ribbon. That'll turn back on the intermediate term timer. We'll continue to build the long-term timer, and of course, if we can get above our opening level, the short-term timer will be constructive. If you have any questions about this, come into the Discord and make sure you ask. This is our primary model. It works very, very well. Can save your tail, making sure you're on the right side of the market or should be in cash. Key levels for today, 3,900, the plus GEX level. As I said, that's down from 41. We've got minus GEX at 36 unchanged. We've got a little more expected move today. We're starting to see, continued calls build out in these shorter numbers here. So just be aware of that, and that's one of the reasons that we're seeing some of these numbers pull in. Taking a look at the weekly. Very clean transition at that 37.85, 37.90. That would be an interesting parking spot. It also is coincident on a couple things you'll see here in a minute. Here's the upside upside PM settled, and you can see the JPM for Monday sitting there with this pocket. This would be a nice stalling area, and the dominant level in the PM settled is up here at 39.50. We're not seeing a lot above it, and I don't think we're going to move aggressively above it. 3.45% puts us way up in this area here, and it's going to be a hard game getting across this boundary here. Taking a look at the 0 DTE for today. Again, a very clean transition sitting right around here, and we've also got some moneyness transition points. You can read that in the Discord. So we're watching these potential levels as transition points, reversal levels. We think these could easily be the points of reversal. Nice clean below us. You can see the negative gamma sitting here. To the upside, we've got a lot of put dominated expired or deltas today, which is going to show that we're not going to get a lot of contribution from the 0 DTE up above this. And you can see there's actually going to be some perhaps some resistance as we go up here. So we want to pay attention to that. 38.35 is where the contribution from the 0DTE really begins to falter, and that's independent, of course, of today's trading, so just be aware of that. Taking a look at the combo complex, which is the AM and the PM. Again, very strong support in the delta notionals below us. Here's where the gamma level kicks off right here at transition in the combo, and that again is that 37.80, 37.85 area. Very clean, very supportive below that. I don't see a rapid decrease below that level. As we go to the upside here, you can see we still have to work through a lot of put dominated and call dominated deltas, and we have to be thinking about that. We need to see some greenness above us in order to really advance up into where the JPM roll area is for Monday. So it's going to be a slog to get up into this particular area. Taking a look at the Delta-Moneyness, we are actually showing some downside positioning across the market when we take a look at in the money and out of the money. So 2 days now moving down. This does suggest in the SPX downside weakness, so just be aware of that. Taking a look at the SPX PM settle, there's no sense looking at the AM because the AM is not necessarily as liquid, anywhere near as liquid as the PM, and this will probably move the intraday today much more than the AMs would, at least in terms of volume. You can see that we have got a lot going on in the near term. This is the 0DTE right on the edge boundary, so this is flat line that you see here that defines this is the 0DTE for today. And then as you move back in time, you've got more and more days to take a look at. This is what's expiring on Monday. And so the key takeaway for you guys, take a look at the in the money amount, the projection down onto this lower plane. Take a look over here, and you can see that we're really dominating on the PM side. Got some ideas or some thoughts for you here on how to evaluate this. Same thoughts over here on the SPY. Now the SPY is equity settled. Make sure you watch the magnitudes, take a look at the projection onto the different planes, whether it's above or below, back wall, and you can see what's expiring today. Again, this edge represents the 0DTE for today, and then as we move in time, what's really in play as we walk through into next week. So keep an eye on that. I've highlighted the levels here. Remember, when you run these charts, they are interactive. You can click on the interactive chart and go highlight these yourselves, but I just did it for presentation purposes. The Qs shown a little different picture. So we take a look at the magnitudes. You want to watch that here at circle 1 and circle 2, and you can see immediately that the peaks are greater on the put side, and this corresponds to the 0DTE today, right? So this is up at 280. You can see that line right here, and you can also see a 286, which is sitting right here. That's this line that's projecting down. So fairly significant levels. Want to pay attention to all of that. We've got a mixed picture going on here where this SPX and the SPY are showing a lot more on the call side, and the monetization of calls typically has a dealer response of selling, but over here on the Qs, we're seeing the exact opposite, right? We're seeing a domination of the on the put side. So again, this is a mixed picture, and want to pay attention to that. So if you have any questions about this, I know this is a new tool for a lot of folks. Come on into the Discord and ask. A lot of great questions going on around this, and it's helping us get positioned for what we're seeing. Last slide here, as I said, 3900's retaken the positive gamma level. You can see here right up at 3950, we've got that other line. We've lost the 41 line here. We've got the Monday roll here. We're right at the transition here. Maybe a little above it, and this, typically we don't stay up in this area when we haven't been there for a while. And so I would anticipate some downside weakness to pull us back towards transition here at 3780, 3785. Minus X sitting down here at 3600, 35, 34, all the way on down, monotonically decreasing. So what this is basically telling us, the two goalposts, 3600, 3900, and we'll see what the upside target is. So that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, please join us at GammaEdge.us. Click on the pricing tab, fill out the blanks, come on in, 14-day free trial. All the tools turned on, you get to play, get to ask lots of questions. We have a great group, great voice channel, a lot of teaching and instruction going on, and would urge you to come in and see what we're all about. Follow us on Twitter, please, at GammaEdge with an S. And then, of course, if you like today's content, smash that like button. It gives me immediate feedback that I'm giving you the information that you want. And then, of course, follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube so that you get notified next time we post something. So with that, I bid you farewell. Make it a great Friday. Make it a great weekend. And hope to see you in the Discord. Thanks.